Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Your country streaming live with us in the Nation South on Unexplained TV. It's for everyone. This is the Crack of Dawn show with myself, Kimera and Heeralal. For those of you who want to join the conversation, do interact with us in studio today, as you can comment at the bottom of the screen, and you can use our WhatsApp line, which you'll find at the bottom right of your YouTube channel screen. Guys, we are currently also streaming live on my personal TikTok as we are continuing with a beautiful show called The Crack of Dawn. It's a variety show as we teach, well, things that people don't want to teach. Simple things like ghosts, and we talk about paranormal activity. We also talk about things that are, well, the sky phenomena witnessed worldwide. And there's a lot of things that the world doesn't know that's happening in society and in our governments nowadays. But we've got a brilliant lineup for you guys. A 1-hour show full of fun. We've got Wackett Simpson, who always opens up our show with great humor and great fun. We're going to talk about Veronica Ivy's top 5 unexplained sky phenomena witnessed worldwide, and we've got lots of music entertainment to keep you going throughout the entire show. Good vibes, great energy on the Crack of Dawn show. Yay! So welcome everybody. For those of you who just joined us, yes, I know we're a little late as we had a few technical things. We're sorting out my TikTok settings and sorting out my YouTube settings, and then we've got the actual YouTube channel of Unexplained TV. A little bit of a schlep, but hey, it's okay, we're here now. Alright, for those of you who are celebrating a birthday today, I'd like to wish you a happy birthday! Yeah. And for those of you celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you. Congratulations for making it this far. And for those of you who are writing exams or are in university and doing your modules and your projects and everything that goes with education, good luck. All the best to you guys. It's almost the end of the year, so good luck to everybody who's writing and completing all of their portfolios. Alright, so don't forget, we end off the show. Please wait for it. Auntie Sheila, as she's addressing nosy family members. As you know, she always hits it Indian style, and she's always making jokes about the Indian community and how they behave. But she's not wrong. She may turn it into great sense of humor, but she is right as to how Indians behave and talk to one another, and also their bad habits. Let's talk about that a little bit later. Alright, so let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have him talking about his senseless survey straight after this.
See flooring differently. Innova Floor Santon. Contact us today.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. If you just joined us, welcome to the show. You are currently watching the Crack of Dawn show with myself, Kimera Heeralal, as your host. Join the conversation. Interact with us in studio today. And coming in through Facebook, we have Prahlad Singh giving a thumbs up for the Crack of Dawn. Welcome, Mr. Singh. All right. For those of you who don't know, this is Unexplained TV. And Unexplained TV, remember our slogan? It's for everyone. And remember, you can join the conversation. Comment at the bottom of the screen. We want you to interact with us in studio today. We need the numbers. You are important to us. Without you, there is no us. Alright, so we are talking about sky phenomena witnessed worldwide. They are unexplained sky phenomena, rather, which is witnessed worldwide. And we have Veronica Ivy sharing this information with us today. A lot of work has been put into this production, and there's a lot to learn. But before we do, let's have a quick laugh and a great positive energy coming through your screens. Wackett Simpson, check him out.
Good day, PE. How can I assist you?
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Agent 31962. I'm calling you from the Census Bureau. I just need to ask you a few questions for your country. It won't take longer than 10 seconds.
Sure, no problem.
Ma'am, when you feel something crawling on you, but there's nothing there, is that the ghost of a spider that you've killed?
Oh, yes, it could be.
Do you wish that just for once your nervous system was a confidence system?
Yes.
Did you know the pickup line, "Did it hurt when you fell from heaven," is actually somebody asking if you are Satan?
No.
Has your thumb scrolled more kilometers than you've walked? Probably.
Yes.
Do you think it must be really difficult for a Nigerian prince to get anything done by email?
Yeah.
Do you know that it's almost impossible to give someone bad news on April Fool's Day?
Oh, no.
Do you know that as an adult, you can go to the zoo anytime you want?
I have been recently. I've been to the one in Victoria.
Should movie theaters have a headphone jack option so you don't have to listen to the 20 kids yelling and people chewing loudly next to you?
Yes.
Have you ever seen a plus-sized male model?
No.
Ma'am, do you know that the phrase nice guys finish last has two meanings?
No.
They say home is where the heart is. But isn't it actually just where you the most comfortable pooing?
Okay, thank you. Bye.
It's become customary for the last question to be a poo question.
Oh.
You know?
Wackett Simpson, everybody, live right here on Attenborough TV. It's for everyone. All right. So as we're getting to our unexplained sky phenomena, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to continue with the show with Veronica Ivy, all the way in the United States of America, straight after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the show. For those of you who just joined us, hello. You're currently streaming live with us in the Nation South on Attenborough TV. Yeah. This is the Crack of Dawn show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. Join the conversation on the Crack of Dawn show. Interact with us at the bottom of the screen. You can comment, you can like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already. And I need you guys to use the WhatsApp line if you wish to share your views and comments anonymously. Please do so, as we are waiting to hear from you guys, the public. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have the top 5 unexplained sky phenomena witnessed worldwide. And Veronica Ivy contacted us, asking us to help her do the show, as she loves exposing things that people need to know about. You know, it does affect society one way or another. All right, so we're looking at there are bizarre phenomena that actually light up the sky, and a lot of people are like, oh my god, I don't believe in aliens. But let's look at it from the UFO light rings and whirlpools, which I found. Okay, I found that there's something called you know those whirlpools, they get it, it's like a light or rainbow clouds and laser lines. Now I found 10 strange visual phenomena that can easily be explained by science. Okay, not funny stuff, actual science. So there's this weird lights that appear in the sky more often than most people actually realize. Okay, and I'm one of those people who actually lays on the grass in the middle of the night, looks up at the sky and notices a lot of things. I can even tell you the times of how satellites passed, because I lay down on the grass in Lenasia South, guys, and this is in South Africa. So if you look at it, these things are real, these things are happening. And then if you do check out or do research on these things, you will notice that there's a scientific explanation behind whatever you saw or whatever happened. So There's something called Yuri UFO-like ring. But before I get to that, let's talk about how often these photos of these bizarre lights actually shows and come with wild speculation about what actually caused them. Now, from aliens to secret military weapons, everything has happened, and everything you know, yes, it's true. But as far as how people reported it and showed it to the public, that's another story. Now, they say, unfortunately, for conspiracy theorists, there's always a more earthy scientific explanation for these luminous displays, from UFO-like rings to blood red arcs. Now, here are the bizarre atmospheric light shows with a surprisingly simple explanation. So there's something called the eerie UFO-like ring, which I've mentioned before. And the bizarre disc of red light appeared briefly flash above the town of Passagno in northern Italy. There's a picture of it on the internet, which we are not allowed to showcase right now on the show. Too much of red tape. This show to get done would have taken us 6 months. So I'm just going to explain it to you and teach it to you here at Attenville TV. So it looks like a red ring and a cloud in the sky. Something that's simple to you, you could obviously tell yourself, hey, that's probably the way the sun is bouncing off the clouds. But hey, listen. They say that it's hanging in the sky for just a few milliseconds, just before it can abruptly just vanish, and you think, I'm tired. Oh, I smoked too much. Alright, so there's a lot of things that happen in the sky, and if you look at this thing called the eerie UFO-like ring, the fluorescent frisbee is known as an emission of light and very low frequency perturbations due to the electromagnetic pulse sources. Now, it says it's an atmospheric disturbance created when lightning produces an electromagnetic pulse that hits the Earth's ionosphere. And the ionized part of the upper atmosphere that stretches between 50 and 400 miles, well, you can say 80 and 650 kilometers, since we speak that way in South Africa. It's above the ground, and the red color is given off by the excited nitrogen atoms in the ionosphere. So the luminous halo appeared during an intense thunderstorm about 175 miles, which is 280 kilometers, southeast of Passagno. But force perspective made the massive ring, which had a diameter of around 225 miles, 360 kilometers, seemingly above the town. Now, if you look at it, there are different things that fascinate us and that is in the sky, and to you it's something just, oh, that's so pretty. But there's scientific explanations behind all of this. Coming in at number 5 today, as Veronica has promised us her top 5, and she's talking about her unexplained sky phenomena that the world has witnessed, and this is worldwide. That's why we're saying the world has witnessed these things. Yes, we're streaming live across globally. Coming in at number 5, we've got Green Flash with Veronica Ivy.
You guys have met me as a woman of skepticism and curiosity. It's rare that you will see me put on my other glasses, which allow me to become a skeptical woman of scary science. That's right, today we will be facing the scariest phenomena ever: the current state of our economy and planet. Hi, I'm V, and today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 unexplained sky phenomena witnessed worldwide. Number 5, green flash. No. The green flash is not referring to one of the many flash variations that CW keeps throwing at us. The green flash refers to a glowing green light that can occasionally be seen on the horizon at sunrise and sunset. Green flashes can be seen from any altitude, so long as you have a clear view of the horizon. They're usually seen on the ocean's horizon, but they have also been spotted over cloud tops and mountain tops as well. Though they can be spotted from any latitude, the flashes do not last long, and you would have to be looking at the exact right moment, as they last less than a second. Before the phenomenon was explained, many people thought that it was some sort of alien ship moving faster than the speed of light. But thanks to the power of the scientific method, researchers were able to provide everyone with an answer as to what the green flash's origin is. I'm going to say the official explanation and then break it down so it's easier to follow. The green flash occurs because it causes the light from the sun to separate or refract into different frequencies. Green flashes are enhanced by mirages, which increase refraction. The blue component of the sun's light is the last to disappear below the horizon, but the blue is preferentially scattered out of the line of sight, and the remaining light ends up appearing green. Okay, So that sounds like gibberish. Let's break it down. The gases in our atmosphere may cause the light from the sun to separate. Think of like the triangle with the rainbow. Or change directions into different frequencies. Think of our atmosphere as the triangle. They are then enhanced by mirages, which is when light rays are bent to create multiple or distorted images of an object. The mirages further increase the bending or redirection of the light. The light does not appear as blue like the sky or ocean because the light's frequency is being scattered through a process commonly known as Rayleigh scattering. I'm not a physicist, so I don't understand it, but if any of you guys know, leave a comment, please. And that is how the green flash exists. Confusing, yes, but still amazing. Honestly, the first time I went through the explanation, I started thinking how much easier it would be to just say it was a spaceship. But no, you guys mean way too much to me.
Well, thank you for that, Veronica Ivy, talking about our sky phenomena about our unexplained sky phenomena that have not been explained worldwide. As we tried to do that on the show today, coming in through YouTube, we got a Manhaj saying, nice one. Yeah. Thank you so much for supporting the show, Manhaj. I believe your name is Hussein. Salam alaikum, Hussein. Welcome to the show. Alright, as we're getting back into it, so I found something called light arcs and halos. Ooh, quite interesting. Alright, so hi to the TikTok viewers that are watching the show. Guys, my TikTok is actually on the bottom of my but behind my desk, so yeah, just forgive me for always looking down. Alright, so we're talking about light arcs and halos. Yeah! Okay, interact with us in the studio today. Manhaj, Hussein, interact with us in the studio today. Whenever we used to meet at the Golden City India Fair, we used to talk about what we believe in science and all this mythical things. And we used to have funny conversations. So join us now on the live, Manhaj, and share with us your thoughts, your beliefs, or your facts that you also have to share with us on the show. You can send us a voice note on our WhatsApp line if you want to. Okay, cool. Let's go with it. Okay, so let's talk about light arcs and halos. Now, in my photo that I have, I'm going to explain this to you. It looks like, like a ring, but okay, you know the way a rainbow looks at colors? Now, in the picture I have, it's a light ring with different colors, right? So, in this photo that I'm explaining to you, it was captured by an astronomer at Queen's University, Belfast, and in Northern Ireland. This was in Northern Ireland, for those of you who don't know, okay? And it also shows a spectacular set of luminous arcs, meaning those circles, right? And halos shining around the sun, which looks quite pretty. Anyway, the ethereal lights like these are created by sunlight shining through millions of tiny, perfectly positioned eye crystals in the upper atmosphere. And the miniature, they call it a hexagonal crystals, reflect light similarly to a prism. And when strong winds orientate them in some direction or in the same direction, the light may warp combines to produce lines of light, just like a rainbow. So it's nothing strange, but if you think of the image that I'm just discussing, it shows at least 3 different optical phenomena. A 22-degree halo, which is a large circle surrounding the sun, a pair of sundogs, the bright points of each side of a 22-degree halo, and a complete parthelic circle in the line. This bisects the circle, which is the rarest of this type phenomenon. The image may also include features of a circumscribed halo and they call it a superlateral arc, and which forms eyelids above and below the 22-degree halo. Now, individually, all these phenomena can be relatively common, but seeing them all together at once is extremely rare. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen it when you're staring at the sun, guys. There's now leave the sun alone. There can be this glare or glow or white line in the sky where you're like, oh no, those people are writing in the sky with those planes. They get those love messages and blah blah blah. But sometimes it's some scientific explanation to everything that you see in the sky. Quite beautiful. Coming in at number 4 with Veronica Ivy, we've got a volcanic lightning.
Number 4. Volcanic lightning. Because this is still the scary channel, I dropped my section on rainbow clouds and exchanged it for the much scarier volcanic lightning, also known as dirty thunderstorms. But I don't like the way that dirty thunderstorms sound, so I will be calling it by the much cooler name, volcanic lightning. Volcanic lightning was first recorded in 79 AD by Pliny the Younger, who said, "There was a most intense darkness rendered more appalling by the fitful gleam of torches at intervals obscured by the transient blaze of lightning. Although Pliny's writing sounds almost nonsensical to most people now, me included, the visual that he was able to draw was incredible. The first studies of volcanic lightning were conducted at Mount Vesuvius from 1858 to 1872. Researchers studied about 4 eruptions over the large span of time. Volcanic lightning is an electrical discharge caused by a volcanic eruption, opposed to a regular thunderstorm. The lightning comes from colliding fragmenting particles of volcanic ash and sometimes ice, which generates static electricity within the volcanic plume. Moist atmospheric convection and ice formations also help to trigger the volcanic lightning. But unlike your normal thunderstorm, volcanic lightning storms can happen before any ice crystals have formed in the ash cloud. There are many different ways that the lightning can charge. There's ice charging, frictional charging, radioactive charging, fractal emission, and there's also factors like plume height. Ice charging is the process that ordinary thunderstorms use to produce lightning, as water clouds become electrified from colliding ice crystals and falling rain, snow, or hail. So, when it's colder, there's more charge from the ice. Frictional charging is fairly self-explanatory. It's when the different particles and debris collide into each other and create high volumes of static electricity. It's similar to ice charging. Radioactive charging is far too hard to explain, so forget I mentioned it, but Google it. It is interesting. Fractal emission is the generation of charge through the breaking up of rock particles, like the volcano's rocks cracking. The height of the plume also plays a big factor in the power of the storm. Taller plumes may have a large concentration of water, which will contribute to lightning activity, while shorter plumes receive more of their charge from fractal emissions. Volcanic lightning has been sighted at Mount Augustine in Alaska, Mount Etna in Sicily, Taal Volcano in the Philippines, and at an Iceland volcano that I cannot pronounce. So, if you have the urge to witness a terrifying phenomenon in person, head over at the exact time with the exact conditions, and you may just be fortunate enough to witness a dirty thunderstorm.
As we want to keep you well entertained while educating you about the unexplained sky phenomena. Coming up next, we have Mario's Let Me Love You, but today it's being covered by South African artist Ziglo. Check him out.
You deserve better. You know you deserve better. We should be together. Oh, baby. With me and you, it's whatever, girl. Hey, so can we make this thing ours? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah. Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on his shirt. You don't believe his stories, you know that they're all lies. Bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, baby, you'd never worry about what I do. I'd be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman deserves good things. Fistful of diamonds, handful of rings. Baby, you're a star. I just want to show you you are. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be. Baby, you should let me love you, love you, love you, love you. Yeah. Listen, your true beauty's description looks so good that it hurts. You're a dime plus 99 and it's a shame. Don't even know what you're worth. Everywhere you go they stop and stare, cause you're bad and it shows. From your head to your toes, out of control, baby, you know. If I was your man, baby, you'd never worry about what I do. I'd be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman deserves good things. Fist full of diamonds, hand full of rings. Baby, you're a star. I just want to show you you are. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be. Baby, you should let me love you, love you, love you, love you. Yeah, baby, you should let me love you, love you, love you, love you. Yeah, baby, you should let me love you, love you, love you, love you.
Ziglo, a South African artist, ladies and gentlemen, performing for you Mario's Let Me Love You. What a classic. Baby, you should let me love you. Let me be the one to... I don't know why I got the faster version in my head. But anyway, I got the whole Mario CD sitting in my lounge. Brilliant artist, brilliant track to you, Ziglo. Guys, we are here to showcase talent. Don't forget, if you have a video, well, a voice or a performance for us, you can drop us a WhatsApp or a message at the bottom of the screen letting us know that you want us to showcase everything that you, well, all your talents on Atomville TV. We'll contact you privately and yeah, we'll take it from there. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we have Veronica Ivy standing by for us to continue with the unexplained sky phenomena.
I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Oh, because you're mine. Because you're mine.
Welcome back, everybody. Woo! Welcome back to the show. You're currently still streaming live with us in Malaysia South, baby, on Atomville TV. This is the Crack of Dawn show with myself, Kimera, and Heeralal, for those of you who don't know me. And I'd like you to join the conversation by just dropping us a message at the bottom of the screen. Or if you want to do anything anonymously, there's our contact details there, but I prefer if you comment at the bottom of the screen. We're faster. Yeah? Alright, so we're talking about sky phenomena, and we're talking about unexplained sky phenomena, which I found quite amazing. There's this thing, I don't know if you ever saw this, guys, on TikTok, on YouTube. There was this blue ball. You see these blue balls in the sky. Have you ever seen those blue lights in the sky? Anyway, they call it bizarre blue blobs. That was a tongue twister, right? Bizarre blue blobs. Blue blobs. Okay, cool. Anyway, it's basically an astronaut on board the International Space Station. They call it the ISS, all right? And they say they snapped certain images just showing you blue balls in the sky, but it's actually the ISS, okay? And then if you ever saw the two bizarre blue blobs of lighting glimmering in our planet's atmosphere, intriguingly, these two blobs are completely unrelated to one another, and it just happened to occur at the same time. Now, the light blob that you can picture, there's a light and dark one, right? So they say the light blob at the bottom always is a massive lightning strike that occurred next to a large. It's a circular gap in the top of the clouds, and this caused the lightning to illuminate the surrounding walls of the cloudy caldera-like structure, creating a striking luminous ring. Now, the blue blob in the top right, well, let's just say It's sitting like in a triangle. So if you ever see a blue blob on the top right of the entire picture that you're looking at, it is the result of warped light from the moon. So if you ever see these things, it's different lights for different reasons at different times. And if you check out anything about NASA and the history or the newspaper, you will be able to Google what actually happened last night. If you saw something, they will be explaining it to you scientifically. Coming in at number 3, ladies and gentlemen, with Veronica Ivy, she's got the ethereal whirlpool of light.
Number 3, ethereal whirlpool of light. The ethereal whirlpool of light is a beautiful phenomenon that is actually caused by, well, us. Astronomers refer to the spirals as SpaceX spirals, and they have become more common in recent years as the number of launches have increased. On April 15th, a spiral appeared above Alaska, while the beautiful northern lights were shining a vibrant green. A video was able to be captured by University of Alaska's Poker Flat Research Range. In the video, you can see the spiral appear as just a small bright spot before quickly forming into a giant spiral and then fading into the sky behind it. The entire video lasted only 7 minutes in real time. Todd Sallet, astrophotographer, was able to capture a photo of a spiral near Delta Junction, a city in Alaska. Sallet said, "I was utterly surprised and mystified when I first spotted a distant bright light coming toward me from the northern horizon. At first I thought it was a jet airliner flying through some clouds. Then it took on, grew big, fast. The spirals form when rocket fuel is ejected from fast-spinning rockets and is then frozen in space. The swirls reflect the sunlight hitting them back towards the Earth, making them visible to earthly onlookers. The spirals are only visible at night, and though many rockets do take off and create these spirals, they may appear over oceans or during storms and overcasts or in the daytime, so they wouldn't be visible. Many who are lucky enough to see the spiral in real time are left in a petrified state of awe. As though it looks beautiful, seeing a spiral materialize before your eyes would feel less like a dream and more like the last moments you have on Earth before an alien race touches down and takes over. It does feel a little dystopian to essentially have a man-made astronomical event, and it feels like a synthetic phenomena. But I would really like to see a spiral one of these days, and by the sounds of it, they're just going to become more common as time goes on. Yay! So many resources and so much money being used on exploring a place where most of us can't go. If that's not the most inhuman human thing you've ever heard, I don't know what is.
Okay, we've mentioned a lot of things with lightning, we've mentioned a lot of things with halos, we mentioned fireworks, we mentioned lights like rainbows, blue blobs. We see funny things every day, but there's science behind it. So I think a good reason behind this show would be to help you not think that you're crazy. These things are real, and yes, there are scientific explanations behind everything that you see. Anyways, there's something called the penitentis. Let's call it a penitentis. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Forgive me if I butcher any of these words, as I've never seen these words before until I got the rehearsal and the script for the show. Alright, so if you look at the penitentis, right, they look like snow and white flowers kind of thing. So basically these ice spikes, let's call them spikes, these ice spikes are called penitentis. It's a form of high altitudes where sunlight turns ice directly into water vapor rather than melting it to water. It's quite pretty actually. Now sunbeams vaporize small dimples in the snow surfaces, and then the uneven surface, okay, the uneven surface directs the sun into the dips and away from the peaks, exacerbating the trend. Now penitentis also grows as tall as 15 feet, if you didn't know. And it's quite beautiful if you think about it, because it's just like white spikes. If you have ever been to a cave or went on this tour thing where you went underground and you saw these white spikes, it looks exactly like that. And there we've given you the scientific explanation. And guess what? For those of you who want to know again, it's called penitentis, penitentes. Google it, check it out. You might find out something new, something fascinating. Alright, coming in at number 2 with Veronica Ivy, Red Halo.
Number 2. red halo over Italy. This next one seems like it's straight out of an alien invasion movie. On March 27th, 2023, a red halo made of light flashed over Pisano, Italy, appearing and disappearing within milliseconds. Because the event happened so quickly, most people didn't get a chance to become terrified and probably thought the people gasping at the sky and shuddering were experiencing a fit of mass hysteria. Though the flash was quick and many missed it, nature photographer Walter Benotto was able to snap a super cute pic of the camera-shy ring. Though the giant ring, spanning about 360 kilometers in size, appeared to be directly over the town, it was actually over central Italy and the Adriatic Sea. Forced perspective made it appear that the ring was directly over the town. This kind of natural phenomenon is known as an emission of light and very low frequency perturbations due to electromagnetic pulse sources. It is also thankfully known as an ELV. Super cute. ELVs are a rare type of stratospheric or mesospheric perturbations resulting from intense thunderstorm electrification. The red rings are created when electromagnetic pulses are given off by extremely powerful lightning hitting Earth's ionosphere. When EMP's electrons hit the ionosphere, the charged particles excite nitrogen atoms, which give them a reddish glow. ELVs are usually only visible to satellites because of their need to get in and get out before anyone on the ground can snap a pic. So they were only discovered in 1990 by shuttles armed with cameras, which is crazy because that's so recent. Most phenomena had been discovered and researched well before then. Benotto has been praised for having taken the best photo from the ground of an ELV. Benotto believes that the ELV was generated by a huge thunderstorm 200 kilometers away from Pisano. This red ring dazzled many. Extraterrestrial theorists had a field day before the explanation was released. I mean, a giant glowing ring appeared in the sky, seemingly moving quicker than the speed of light. I would absolutely be preparing to fight off a probing alien species.
Okay, so this thing called Peerless hair lava, it looks like, well, horse hair. Okay, well anyways, wind can catch individual droplets of lava from a volcanic eruption and stretch them into long, thin glass wires, for those of you who don't know, okay? So these strands, which are called Peerless hair, P-E-L-E-S, Peerless hair, can reach as long as 6 feet, guys. So in Hawaii, the phenomenon is named for Pele, P-E-L-E, right? The goddess of volcanoes, that's her name. So it's also found in Norway, where it's also known as witch's hair. Ugh. So I'm guessing this can also be used in magic and all funny things, and also has a bit of a power and an energy to it. So yeah, please stay away from these things. Pele's hair. Alright, as we're taking keeping you all entertained and making your brain rest in between all of the segments, we do want to educate you on the unexplained sky phenomena. And for those of you who think you're going crazy when you see things in the sky, or yeah, well anyway, we are here to keep you well entertained with great artists and great talented people. Coming up next, everybody knows Neo's Sexy Love. Today it's been covered by Paradise, an acoustic version.
She makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Just one touch, and I erupt like a volcano and cover her with my love. Baby girl, you make me say, and I just can't think of anything else I'd rather do than to hear you sing my name the way you do. When we do our thing, when we do the things we do, baby girl, you make me say, sexy love, girl, the things you do keep me sprung, keep me running back to you. Who I love, making love to you. Baby girl, you know you're my sexy love. I'm so addicted to her, she's the sweetest drug. Just enough, still too much saving. I'm slipping, I'm sprung on her feet above. I can't help, she makes me say, and I just can't think of anything else I'd rather do when I hear you sing. Sing my name away. Oh, baby, when we do our thing. When we do the things we do. Oh, baby girl, you make me sing. My sexy love. Girl, the things you do keep me sprung, keep me running back to you. Ooh, I love making love to you. Baby girl, you know you're my sexy love. Baby, what we do, it makes the sun come up. Keep on loving till it goes back down. And I don't know what I'd do if I would lose your touch. That's why I'm always keeping you around, my sexy love.
Beautiful performance by Paradise as they did the cover version of Neo Sexy Love, the acoustic version. What a beautiful delivery. Love it, love it, I love it. Now today we're talking about your unexplained sky phenomena right here on Attenville TV. And well, I found something called the Solar de Uyuni, right? I was just scrolling and checking through our homework and our research here on the show, and I came across something called Solar de Uyuni. I think it's pronounced that way. Uyuni. Uni. Okay, anyway, the Solar de Uyuni in Bolivia is both the world's largest salt flat, and it's about 4,000 square miles, and the home of half the planet's lithium, a key component in most batteries. Yeah. All right. So the wet season turns a salt flat into a perfectly reflective lake, and some lakes are so chock full of methane that you can actually light them on fire. Okay, the thermokarst lakes are usually found in areas that have been stuck in the permafrost of the millennia, and as these lakes melt, they belch highly combustible methane that rises to the surface, meaning that with a well-placed spark, you can set these lakes on fire. So, but they say it's not all fun and games, right? Scientists worry as more of these lakes thaw, they'll release more methane, and which is actually a potent greenhouse gas, which is quite dangerous. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to continue with Veronica Ivy's top 5, and she's going to give you what is sitting at number 1 with the unexplained sky phenomena.
The ultimate accessory, the latest shiny thing. Mesmerized, trying to keep up, but never getting ahead in an endless cycle of spending. In this world of constant upgrades, do you want a bank that takes your money, or a bank that takes your money seriously?
Welcome back, guys. If you just joined us, you are country streaming live with us in the Major South on Attenville TV. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so the Crack of Dawn show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. Join the conversation. Interact with us at the bottom of the screen. I'd like to hear from you guys. I see that a couple of you is coming in from TikTok and YouTube. Please do interact with us in studio today. If you find the conversation topic for tomorrow, it might be fun. You never know. Alright, as we have Veronica Ivy standing by to give you her number 1, let's look at this one unexplained sky phenomena that I found. Okay, there's this thing called thunderstorms brewing in wildfire smoke. Okay. Excuse me. So wildfires can also, they say, can be so hot that thunderstorms can appear in the clouds of smoke billowing above them. All right, and they call it, it's a very long word, okay, pyrocumulus clouds that can create their own lightning, which is quite shocking and scary. All right, and this is also, I found this other thing called a bismuth crystals. Okay, now bismuth crystals is a dense, super shiny gray metal that is found in predictable places like safety valves and paintings, but also Pepto-Bismol, and it's quite popular and interesting to learn about. All right, as we're talking about the sky, unexplained sky phenomena, yes, Veronica Ivy with her number 1 red sprites.
Number 1. Red sprites. Red sprites appear as luminous red-orange flashes. They mostly occur in clusters above the troposphere, which is the lowest layer of Earth's atmosphere. Sightings of these events stretch back to at least 1886, but they were only first photographed over 100 years after the recorded discovery, in 1989, by scientists from the University of Minnesota. Sprites are a cold plasma phenomena that differ from regular lightning due to the lack of hot channel temperatures. If you know how fluorescent lights work, they've been compared to fluorescent tube discharges. Sprites are reddish-orange in their upper regions, and their tendrils are blue. A reddish halo may also appear before the sprites do, almost as a warning sign or as a, hey, look what I can do. Sprites only last a few milliseconds and are usually triggered by the discharges of positive lightning between the thundercloud and the ground. But sprites caused by negative ground flashes have also occurred. They often appear in groups of 2 or more, and their huge size lights up the sky with a terrifyingly mesmerizing show. Red sprites spotted in France have been complimented for their alluring beauty, but they also kind of resemble a nervous system to me, like the intertwining tendrils and the almost spine-like line running up the center. The sprites have been divided into 3 categories: jellyfish, column, and carrot. The jellyfish sprite is very large, up to 50 kilometers by 50 kilometers. Column sprites are large-scale electrical discharges above the Earth. They are still not quite understood. Carrot sprites are a column sprite, but with long tendrils, and I'd assume they're even less understood than the column. The phenomenon has been seen over North America, Central America, Central Africa, Australia, South America, Europe, the Sea of Japan, and Asia, so pretty much everywhere. Your chances of capturing a picture of a sprite is pretty low though. Super specific conditions must be met, and your equipment would have to be pretty expensive to catch a good picture. That brings us to the end of this phenomena-filled, scary scientific endeavor. At first glance, all of these phenomena seem to have no reasonable explanation, but through research and patience, we've been able to learn so much, and have been able to come up with so many answers. As I've said before, it is important to stay curious, not to believe everything you hear. So what do you think? Are all of these phenomena of this world? Do you think there's another less known explanation for them? Let me know in the comments or shoot me a DM on Instagram.
Thank you so much, Veronica Ivy, for sharing with us your top 5 unexplained sky phenomena, which was quite phenomenal. Alright, as we promised you to keep you well entertained as well as educating you, so in between we're going to put some great music with great vibes and positive energy coming through your screens just so you don't fall asleep. We don't want that. As you could be at work, college, wherever you may be. Here's a great song coming up next. For those of you who want to kick it old school and know who is Braid, you guys know who's Braid. If you don't know who's Braid, that means you're too young to know. Braid coming up next with Make With You. Today, it's being covered by Jay Arroyo.
For the other side, I may be climbing on rainbows, but baby, here goes. Dreams that for those who sleep, life is for us to get with you. I really think that we can make it, girl. No, you don't know me well. Every little thing only time will tell. If you believe the things that I do, we'll see it through. Life can be short or long. Love can be right or wrong. And if I chose the one I like to help me through, I'd like to make it with you. I really for those who sleep. Life is for us to keep. And if I chose the one I like to help me through, I'd like to make it with you. I really think that we could make it, girl. I really think that we could make it, girl.
Beautiful performance and let's make it with you. Today being covered by Jay Eroja. I hope you guys enjoy that cover version. Lovely, lovely Dorori. I love that guy who's playing guitar. Guys, I love a man who plays a guitar. My fiance plays a guitar, so yeah, so you know what kind of chick I am. We got Abba Maya coming in on Facebook, giving us the thumbs up. Abba, we need to traffic you to YouTube. Please click on the link and subscribe to our channel, as that's what helps us to grow. The numbers on YouTube. I know our views are quite high on Facebook, but yeah, we want to make this number count. We need to make this number count. So please, firstly subscribe to the channel and then click share, and then you know the story. Share to all your friends. All your groups, what. Yeah, the number on YouTube is what counts, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, we are a non-profit company. There's no way of helping us to do our God's work and serve the community except through you, who helps us either by upping the numbers, or you can advertise with us, as we survive solely off our sponsorships and our adverts, right? So if you have a business, advertise with us. It's cheap. It goes as little as 1,000 rand and up, depending on how much work and production you want done on your stuff. Yeah, on your adverts. If you want to sponsor, we are a PBO, a public beneficial organization as well. You do get tax exemptions and you do get funds back by helping us help the community. And yeah, we'll explain it to you if you want to hear a bit more about it. Just drop us a message at the bottom of the screen, or if you know us personally, you can send it to our manager's numbers. If you want to contact me, there's the WhatsApp line at the bottom right of your screen. You can drop us a message there, or just ask us at the bottom of the screen right now, commenting there, how do I go about uplifting my business, or how do I go about funding you and also getting my money back. There's a way that public beneficial organizations do this. There's ways to get things done. Anyways, guys, as we're talking about we did do a great show of the unexplained sky phenomena right here on Attenville TV. I think it was quite interesting. I do find, at first when I saw the script of this, when the director showed me the script, I was like, oh man, this is going to be a boring show. How do I spice this up? When I actually realized that the lights in the sky that I see when I'm laying down looking at the stars on the grass, on the lawn sometimes, I see these cool things all over and I'm like, huh? Oh my god. Okay, these things actually have science behind them. I thought it was just me being tired, yeah? Alright, so before we go to Auntie Sheila, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we have Auntie Sheila to keep you laughing, and she's our favorite stand-up comedian from Durban.
See flooring differently. Innova Floor Santon. Contact us today.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. You're currently streaming live with us in Malaysia South on Attenville TV, baby. It's for everyone. For those of you who don't know, you're still watching the Crack of Dawn show. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kimera Heeralal. Yeah. Alright, as we're getting towards the end of the show, we always end up the show with a great laugh and good comedy. Coming up next, Auntie Sheila from Durban, addressing nosy family members.
This question, someone asked me, because you know how good I am to give advice, because you know me, I'm an ayah and I got a lot of experience. Anyway, someone asked me, how do we deal with family members and stuff prying into our life. Now let me just explain something to your babies. This is the culture of the Indian community, unfortunately. I don't know if it's only specific to Indian community, it could be everywhere else. But people don't like to mind. They always say this, you must shut your ass and mind your own business. Because if you look into your business, you got lots of weeds in your garden that you need to, pull out. So this is what I am saying. You never worry about what these, Maima Sundaris will talk like a quiet cat, behind your back. We worry too much about what people want to say. And I always say this, people will never stop talking. They'll never stop needling your ass. But you can't worry about the rubbishes. You can't worry about people who got nothing better to do with their life than worry and, focus on their lives, but they want to come and worry about you. I always say this, they don't want to worry about what's cooking in their house. They don't want to worry about the smell in their ass. They want to come away and worry and focus about what's happening in our house. So this is what you do. You ignore the external noise because they're not putting food on your table. Are they doing anything for you? Are they itching your leg when your leg is itching? Are they pressing your head when your head is paining? What they doing? All they doing is sitting and gassing, but they're forgetting the weeds in their house. So how you deal with families, what you do is you tell them, cut them short. Mind your own business. Got nothing to do with you. Me, I focus on my own life and I focus on my family's life. I don't, and my family, when I say it is Tata and me. My mother, my father, my sister, children, that's it, and Tata's family, a close family. I don't worry about Ata, Mata, what you say. What you saying doesn't tickle me in the least. But so that's the problem in our Indian community. We need to focus on our own life. Stop smelling somebody else's stink. Worry about your own stink.
Auntie Sheila, everybody. For those of you wondering, who am I talking to when I turn to your left, my right? I am using my TikTok live as well as Atonville TV's YouTube channel. So yeah, we're trying to go live on every platform on this side. I know we live on 77 platforms, but now I'm trying to use my TikTok, my personal TikTok, guys. Alright, for those of you who don't know, that was Auntie Sheila, baby, keeping you laughing and cracking on the Crackadown show. Thank you so much, Auntie Sheila from Durban. As you know, we do need to address our nosy family members. I mean, it's not only with Indians, guys. It's with everybody. People are like that. They're so miserable with their own lives that they don't make time to actually sort out their own stink and their own backyard before they talk to others and say, hey, your child is like that, this boy is like that, this girl is a rubbish. I know that story. It works. It happens every single day. But clean your own backyard and your own backside before. Words about Dishila, I'm not so vulgar. Clean your own backyard and your own backside before poking the next person, yeah? And if you can't help, why complain about it? Why insult the person or pick on it? See if you can help them first with the situation, and thereafter, then you can do this. I know that story. Anyways, guys, it's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you guys for supporting us on Atonville TV. We're going to see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. sharp on The Journey Show, the show about exploring Hinduism as a whole, right here on Atonville TV. From myself, Kimera, blessed day, guys. Bye-bye for now.